Player eliminated.
The other two unfortunate teammates are Gumball and Darwin.
Players eliminated.
Oh, y'all boys got hood. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Y'all boys got hood. It was on the wrong team. It was on the wrong team. Which cartoon hero would win Squid Game? I have my pick. He better not lose.
Today we're taking 50 of our
I'm childish for it. Let's do it.
Against each other in the Squid Game.
Welcome to the Squid Game. We're excited for.
Let's do it.
Today's roster of contestants is as follows. First, we have.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. SpongeBob is the biggest asterisk of asterisks because if we just want to plug a controller, well, SpongeBob's gonna win. If he's in character, SpongeBob's cooked. I think I know who I got winning these though.
The all-time classics: Bugs Bunny, Tom, Jerry.
And I think we've already seen them. I think Bugs might sneak these out, dog. I'm not trying to drop an old man take, but you gotta have that side to you to win Squid Game. You gotta have that side to you to win Squid Game. You can't be two peaches and ice cream good guy. You gotta have that dagger in the back mini game. When you know what I'm saying, you gotta have that side to you. Like Tom and Jerry, those are gonna be two good picks as well. You can't just be a goody two shoes to win Squid. Fuck no. You ain't gonna win no Squid Game being a goody two shoes.
Mickey Mouse, Donald the Duck, Goofy, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, Fred Flintstone, Yogi Bear, Yakko. And next, we have our heroes of Nicktoons fame: SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, Rocco the Wallaby, Timmy Turner, Danny Fenton,
Ooh,
Jimmy
Timmy,
Neutron,
Danny.
Brain, Jenny Wakeman, Aang, Lincoln Loud. Then there are the Disney Channel heroes: Phineas, Ferb, Dipper Pines, Mabel Pines.
Fucking Phineas is fucking flambe fried. Oh my God, Phineas doesn't stand a chance. Phineas doesn't stand a chance. I'm sorry. Phineas. Gear 5 Luffy. Put the kunais, the straw hats, and the Dragon Balls down, my nigga. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. I don't think Luffy qualifies, buddy.
Kim Possible, Lose No.
Okay, Kim got a shot too. Okay, better yet? Okay, so you already know from the OGs, I got Bugs. From Nick, give me SpongeBob, depending on what it is, but he's probably cooked. Disney Channel, yeah, give me Kim. Kim got a chance.
And of course, the Cartoon Network heroes: Finn the Human, Jake the Dog, Mordecai, Rigby, Gumball,
Mordecai and Rigby are
Watterson, Darwin Watterson, Steven Universe, Samurai Jack, Billy, Mac, Blue, Number One, Courage. And finally, a few.
He could have had a ton more from Cartoon Network, obviously. I thought he would have like the Ed Boys or whatever the case may be. I'll say from that, I mean, Samurai Jack is the safer pick, but I think he's too good. I think he's too goody. Funny enough, I'm gonna just keep going, but funny enough, man, I think like no Ben 10. Chad, I think his whole point is to like not have just like, okay, Alien X would just delete everybody in the Squid Game. You know what I mean? I think that's his whole gimmick. Now he has Danny Phantom here, but I think he's trying to avoid that as much as possible. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's not gonna just make this whole thing. All right, so Danny Phantom goes ghost. Nobody touches him. He doesn't get shot by any bullets because he's ghost. So Danny Phantom wins. You know, I think he's trying to avoid that as much as possible.
Few of the quintessential adult cartoon heroes to finish.
Just an assumption, dog.
Simpson, classic Peter Griffin,
Yeah,
Hank
yeah,
Hill,
Stan
Dan
Smith,
Charlie,
yeah, all these
Charlie,
guys.
Morningstar,
Stan Smith is actually
Smith,
competent.
Freeman.
Ooh. Huey could go far in this game. I did not think we would put Huey in this. Huey could go far in this game.
Ground rules in this Squid Game. Number 1, no outside allies or sidekicks.
But Huey is a matter of morality. He might get cooked.
Of any equipment needed to survive.
But Huey can go there.
No magic. 4,
Stan Smith might go crazy too.
The first game
Because Stan
is-
Smith, weirdly, like sometimes he can't beat up an old lady, and then other times he's just like a mass murder CIA combat trained god. But here we go.
Red light, green light. You may move forward when it shouts green light. Stop when it shouts red light. If your movement is detected afterwards, you will be eliminated.
Let's go.
Speed, composure, and general.
I got Bugs, though,
ability will be your best
ultimately.
friends in this round. So with that, let's get to the characters who passed with flying colors. Huey is the king of staying calm under pressure.
Yep.
On his incredible martial arts skills and general paranoia, and you have a kid who was basically tailor-made for this round. On a similar note, Kim Possible
Kim's fine, yep.
literally a secret agent who goes toe-to-toe with legit supervillains, so she's definitely making it through this round, as is number 1, who is coincidentally the second football-shaped child prodigy we've put in the Squid Game. Some characters might even pass on the basis of sheer superhuman speed.
See you later.
Charlie,
Yeah.
Star, Aang, and Jenny are all on the more superhuman side of the spectrum, so they're safe. We're also going to say that Rocco is safe because, honestly, given how much absolute insanity he goes through on a daily basis, Squid Game wouldn't be too far out of his comfort zone.
Right.
The guy can't pick up his dry cleaning without getting assaulted by sentient lawnmowers or something. This is just another Tuesday for him. The same can be said for Courage.
Where is everybody?
Weirdly, Courage would be fine.
In the running today is at least reasonably nice, which is more than we can say for Courage's average visitor.
Weirdly,
back
Courage
home,
will be fine.
as well as one of his owners. The characters who have taken on threats much bigger than themselves are also in good standing. Like Luce, whose whole story could basically be summed up
I don't
as
know, Ball.
teenage girl saves the underworld by accident.
Is this
Or
cartoon
Tiffany
fire?
and Mabel, who survived numerous monsters during their summer at the Mystery Shack. Finally having a
Yeah, Mabel would just have fun with it until, like, obviously blood, and maybe she gets a little sad. But, like, Mabel would have fun with red light, green light.
cool head.
Mabel would just be good at
Bob
it.
Isn't the brightest, but he'd have enough composure to make sure his buddy Patrick could make it across the finish line.
I agree. I actually don't think this is a frame 1 elimination for Dumb and Dumbass. I think SpongeBob actually would get Patrick through red light, green light.
The same can be said for Pim and Charlie. Pim would probably be more freaked out than Charlie, but since they only know each other, they'd probably.
But
stick
I can
together,
see
and
someone
hopefully
saying,
that
"F no,
Charlie
Patrick
could
panics, they
keep
could."
from impulsively checking on
Like
the eliminated players.
literally that the argument that Patrick is gonna do something stupid and dies. What am I gonna say? You're wrong. Patrick's an idiot. But I do think SpongeBob would quickly be like, wait, Patrick, follow my lead, or he would trick Patrick into, type shit.
Stick together, and hopefully that means that Charlie could keep Pim from impulsively checking on the eliminated players, which would spell his doom instantly. But there are a lot of losers in this first round, and the first of the bunch is part of another iconic duo, Tom.
Player
Oh shit. Tom would get freaked out.
In this first round, and the first of the bunch is part of another iconic duo, Tom.
player
Tom would get
eliminated.
freaked out.
Honestly, I feel like Jerry's more likely to be a worker in the games than a player. He seems inhumane enough for it, and that's not just because he's a mouse, but the fact is that depending on the episode, they can both be heroes, and Jerry always has some kind of trick up his sleeve. He'd probably try to bite Tom's tail, leading to Tom focusing more of his energy on chasing Jerry than on winning the game. Unfortunately,
That is actually a fantastic reason.
Tom would probably cartoonishly keep chasing after Jerry, had already stopped for the red light.
That's not even disrespect. Yeah, no. Someone said that's disrespect. Nah, that's actually, put the bias aside. That actually makes sense. I'm not gonna lie. I actually can't not see that now. I actually can't not see that now. I definitely, one of them would rage bait each other to get the other one out. If Jerry crawls first, he would try to get the other one out. For sure. For sure.
I mean, Tom and Jerry got hit by a train in one episode, so he's probably fine, but having possibly gotten his best frenemy killed, it might be time for Jerry to rethink his life. And like, zoinks, man! Scooby and Shaggy wouldn't waste any time trying to escape after those first gunshots.
Players eliminated.
You don't think they can lock in?
Fortunately, while they can run pretty fast, they have that habit of levitating for a few seconds before they actually take off. It looks like the Mystery Gang is looking for a new stoner dog duo. Then there's poor Tigger, who just couldn't bring himself to stop the epic streak of bounces he'd built up by the first round.
Yeah, Tigger's dead. Tigger's dead.
Tigger's
Tigger's dead, yeah.
Player eliminated.
Tigger's out. Tigger's
That's
out.
why Pooh Bear survives this round, since he has no reason to believe that the bullets are actually hurting people. He also has no reason to know what bullets are. Actually, wait, how do you even get here? I don't usually question these things, but what course of events could possibly have led Winnie the Pooh to the
We got honey. We'll offer you 1,000,000 jars of honey.
Squid Game? In any case, the next one to go is Billy.
Yeah.
Eliminated.
Billy is way... okay, come on. We all agree. Billy is way too stupid to win this game.
He might be brave enough to pass this round without freaking out, but he's also dumb enough to
Way
somehow
too
fail
stupid.
anyway. He'd see the cameras, immediately wave
Way
to
too
back
stupid.
home and get eliminated as a result.
I think she's serious.
But thankfully, he's buddies with the Grim Reaper, which I assume means he'll be just fine, or at least he'll still have a friend to play with in the afterlife. Lastly,
Yeah.
Blue definitely seems like the kind of guy who would immediately try and use others as human or other species shields once he realized the danger, only to end up being caught freaking out by the motion sensors.
Player
Yeah.
44 out of 50 players remain.
Yeah, I see it. Fuck. Ah, yeah, that's blue. That's
Let's
blue.
move on to the
Blue to
next
be
one.
hiding behind people the whole time.
Players must cut out
Yeah.
the shape from their cookies. Those who break their cookie or run out of time.
Patrick's out. I'm sorry, SpongeBob fans. I'm sorry. Patrick, no way. Patrick passes this. Plot. Patrick's out. No way. No way Patrick doesn't eat or crack this cookie. Patrick's out.
Hi? I'm Carthu from the content you've seen stolen on this stream, and you're watching TSO Sage.
Patience,
Patrick.
steady hands, and artistic
Patrick's
skills will
out.
come in handy here, as will
That's ball
general
game.
resourcefulness and creativity. Stick with us because Phineas.
Oh
and
yeah,
Ferb
they
is
good.
still
Oh
the
yeah, I
standout
forgot they're here. Oh yeah, Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb done made more cookies. Phineas and Ferb might do the shit for everybody. There's a timeline where everyone passes because Phineas and Ferb just yoink, yoink, yoink. Yeah, no. Whoever works with them, safe for sure.
for this
They're
round.
fine.
In the theme song alone, they build nanoscopic robots.
They're
climb a national
fine, yeah.
monument, And teach
This
penguins
is a
how to
layup.
play horned instruments. I feel like carving a shape out of a somewhat fragile
They-
cookie
they-
wouldn't be a
they-
problem for them.
not
They'd
at
probably have it
all.
done within seconds, honestly. Luz has experience drawing her own glyph patterns, so this would be a cinch for her too. And knowing her, she'd probably use her free time to help some of the more seemingly helpless players, like Jerry and Courage. Also in good standing
Okay.
are the other characters with inventing skills.
Oh, yeah, Jimbo.
or even just skills with complicated equipment.
Huey,
like
yup.
weapons,
Yeah,
computers,
Huey's a
etc.
dark horse
Jimmy
for this
Neutron,
joint, bro.
David, Stan Smith, and Huey fit into this category. While he isn't as intelligent as them, Lincoln Loud has a lot of tactile skills, like cooking, playing video games, and woodwork, for instance.
Huey's
There's
a
also
dark
Dipper
horse to
and
win this
Mabel,
whole
who
thing.
managed to help save the world from
Yeah,
Girl's Cypher.
I don't know
Meaning
too
they
much
faced
about Gravity
way
Falls, but yeah, they're fine.
bigger challenges. With
That
Dipper's
duo's fine.
smarts and Mabel's artistic creativity, they'd be able to help each other through this round. Aang is definitely safe as well.
Oh,
since
Aang's-
steady hands
yeah,
and
next.
airbending pretty much go hand in
Literally, he could earthbend the fucking Aang's fine.
hand.
I'm Aang.
Speaking of hands, Gumball is literally a cat, meaning his hands were made for carving shapes out of sugar cookies. Okay, maybe they weren't made for that specifically, but they definitely could be used for it. SpongeBob might have to stop Patrick from eating his cookie again, but he himself would definitely pass. His ambidextry and fry cooking skills would come in handy here, and as for Patrick, SpongeBob's ambidextry and fry cooking skills
So SpongeBob carries Patrick. I don't know, man. We banking a lot on Patrick not eating this cookie before SpongeBob stops him.
would come in handy here. Finally, Mordecai and Rigby.
I believe if SpongeBob did it, Patrick's safe. I believe that. We betting a lot on SpongeBob bailing Patrick out a lot. And in the words of TSO, while possible, SpongeBob fans, I want you to know the Patrick run. Just hope you know.
safe for generally the same reason. Mordecai is a skilled artist and gamer, and Rigby, well, despite his usual lack of composure, when his life is on the line, he's been shown to come up with
Yeah,
some
Mordecai and
creative
Rigby
ideas
actually
and
lock
do
in when they're about to
unexpectedly
die,
crafty things.
so.
We could see Rigby dropping his cookie when he was halfway done, only for it to coincidentally break into the shape he needed. Now, this time around, Homer isn't gonna fall for that old donut trick. He's gonna carve that cookie out just fine. On the other hand, for Peter, this is about the best he's ever done in one of our Squid Game videos, and I think we all know where this is going. When Peter heard the instruction to cut out his shape, he assumed this was meant to be taken literally. The result was a beautifully carved sugar cookie shaped like Peter, and
Yeah. Or he would like cut someone's ass that he thought looked good. Or yeah, Peter's out. Yeah, Peter would be like, "You said cut a good shape, cut a star shape." So I cut some random celebrity's ass or rack or some shit. Like, yeah, he's cooked.
an early elimination, as always.
Yeah,
Though a
bye,
slightly
Peter.
less
You're
early
done.
one than usual.
You're done.
Player eliminated.
Mac is also out. He literally just watched his best friend get shot before his own eyes. Mac is a relatively normal kid as far as cartoons go, so we can't imagine he's in the mood to keep playing these death games.
Yeah.
Player, you have
Sorry.
been eliminated.
Similarly, Timmy Turner is an average kid. He's also an average kid who usually has access to magical fairies to help him through the day, so he's both less experienced than the other players and more handicapped.
Damn,
In
Tim.
other words, the kid's cooked.
Player eliminated.
Timmy could make it. Because Timmy's been through a lot of shit, especially without Cosmo and Wanda. I don't think Timmy wins, but this isn't the challenge I would say he would lose. But okay, fine. Fuck it.
Donald Duck has an infamously short fuse, so he'd not only be outraged at the game in general,
They would definitely write Donald Duck out.
More infuriated when he heard about this game's rules, especially since, knowing Donald, he'd definitely be the type to unluckily pick the hardest shape of the bunch.
Yeah, he sells at the last minute. Yeah, it's just
Finally, he's about the furthest thing from Donald personality-wise, but Pooh is also out in this round.
Player eliminated.
The moment he heard the word Honeycomb, he just couldn't resist. Even the guards didn't have the heart to shoot him though, so Pooh just followed a butterfly out of the venue and lived the rest of his days as he always
Fuck no, they capping this nigga.
had, utterly botherless and utterly helpless to resist his honey addiction.
39 players remain. It's time for our next game, six-legged pentathlon. The
Oh
rules
shit.
are as follows. Players will split up into groups
Oh,
of 5,
shit.
turn their legs together.
Okay, who
then
teams up? This matters a lot.
back. Every 10 meters, one player will play a mini-game until it is completed. With
Who
each
teams
round
up matters a lot.
The goal is to complete all games in the allotted time.
Whoever's on Jimmy's team,
Each one
whoever's
until
on Phineas and Ferb's team passes. Whoever's on Aang's team passes. Gumball and Darwin should be good. Yeah, who teams up?
it's complete.
So here are the
Who
mini
teams
games.
up?
Doc G, throw
Kim
a paper
Possible's
tile
team
around,
should be
flip over
good.
another paper tile. Flying Stone, throw a small stone at another small stone and knock it
Huey's
down.
team should be
Golden
good.
Key, a traditional
Yeah, I
game of
think also the serious niggas are gonna team up and be fine. I think Huey's gonna team up with like Kim Possible. Huey, Samurai Jack, Kim, fucking all the serious ass niggas, they're gonna team up and they're gonna be fine.
and Jacks. Spinning top. Jake
Not just because I
Jake
want
in the
them
air
to,
5
but
times
because
in a
they
row.
would
And
see
like
everyone else
Jacks,
as goofy and
balance,
just do it.
composure, and most importantly, general gaming prowess are the most important characteristics for this game. That is, for those popular enough to find a team in the first place. This will be the point of the game where alliances and teams start to be formed. Once again, Phineas and Ferb have this in the bag.
Yeah.
Being kids, they'd most likely team up with fellow kids. Jimmy, number one, and Steven would make solid additions to their
Woo! Yeah, no trouble. They pass. No trouble. Zero difficulty. They flying colors. They sprinted through it. Somersaulted the entire time. Yeah, this team instant win. Next.
group. But what about the slightly older kids? Not to worry, Dipper and Mabel have worked together. In
Okay,
way
Dipper and Mabel,
more
yeah,
context
but who's with
than
them?
This. Kim Possible and Luce are charismatic enough to get on well with
Okay.
them, and skilled enough to make themselves useful to whomever they team up with. Finally, we think Jenny would round out this team, since she's a super strong teenage robot.
That team's
and would
good.
Probably want to team
That's
up
a good
with
team.
The other
Next.
teenage girls in the
That's a good
round.
team.
Stan Smith, being a CIA agent, is definitely one of the guys you'd want to lead your team, until you
Yeah.
found out how incompetent he is most of the time. But he's got a family to get home to, and for right now, that's enough motivation for him to get through this round.
Okay.
Teaming up with him would be Hank Hill and Huey Freeman.
Yeah, I was about to
probably
say,
the
Stan
two
and Huey
most
would team
level-headed
up.
Players left in the game. I doubt Huey and Stan would get along, but Hank would be the type of guy both of them would love. Huey would respect his integrity and authenticity, and Stan would just appreciate that there were still some fellow red, white, and blue-blooded Americans around. We
Yeah.
could definitely see them working well together and taking some of the kids under their wing. From the skillful Huey to the admittedly less skillful, yet still relatively skillful Lincoln Loud. SpongeBob and Patrick would stick together, and we think they'd team up with the other pink and yellow team, Charlie and Pim. These four would
Oh God, isn't this pure brain rot? I haven't seen Smiling Friends yet, but isn't this just pure brain rot incarnate?
probably get along really well, and just wait until they introduce Alan and Squidward to each other.
I don't really want this.
These four are safe thanks to the power of best friendship, and the same goes
The power of friendship gets them through. You know what? Out of all of them, that one potentially I could see. Still kinda. But the power of friendship working for them, maybe.
for Mordecai and Rigby. As often as they argue, they're always there for each other when push comes to shove. They've overcome a lot of messes in their time and always came through to tell the tale. Why should today be any different?
Smiling Friends is
Fuzzy,
good, haven't seen
Yakko, Goofy, and Mickey all have cartoonish reflexes and durability, so we think they'd do well in this round.
Yeah.
The same can be said for Finn and
Oh,
Jig,
yeah,
who have
slam
both gone
dunk.
toe-to-toe
Finn and Jig
with
are
enemies
good.
much larger than themselves and much
Finn
smaller
and Jig
than
are
themselves.
good.
The point is,
Slam
they have a
dunk.
pretty wide array of combat experience, and that would come in handy given how unique the skill set for each of these games is.
A lot of these duels are
Unfortunately, not
fine.
everyone is safe this round. Homer Simpson is notoriously out of shape, which would already put him at a disadvantage.
Yeah, Homer is cooked.
Chainsaw.
Player eliminated.
There's his teammate, Fred Flintstone, who'd definitely end up butting heads with Homer on the sheer basis of them being
Yup.
way too similar
Fred's
to each other.
cooked
One
too.
reminds the other too much of his Barney, and the other doesn't remind him nearly enough of his Barney, and who are the others stuck teamed up with these two? Well, aside from Courage, who figured he'd be safe alongside these grown men with families, you'd think, right?
Player eliminated.
The
Damn.
other two unfortunate teammates are Gumball and Darwin.
Players eliminated.
Oh, y'all boys got hoed! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Your boys got hoed! It was on the wrong team. It was on the wrong team.
Who naively also thought that these two grown men with families would make good teammates to guide them to safety. In reality, one is a lovable drunk buffoon and the other is an irritable actual caveman. Yeah,
Damn.
they would have been actually better off calling Richard to help them. Aside from that unlucky team, there are of course those who couldn't find a team at all. Yogi Bear is pretty darn talented, so he actually would have been a pretty good pick for a team, but unfortunately he was busy raiding the front man's desk for snacks. Surprisingly, he got away with it and hasn't been seen since, or maybe that shouldn't be surprising. Either way, the front man was pretty butthurt about it, but, you know, good for you, Yogi.
Player eliminated.
As for those who actually played the game, Jerry is the most obvious last pick since he's a mouse.
Player eliminated.
Yeah.
I really didn't think I had to spell that one out, but Jerry Mouse is indeed a mouse. In any case, he's out of the running. But that's not to say that nobody would be willing to team up with him. Rocco just couldn't bring himself to leave a helpless little creature behind, so we decided to team up with Jerry.
Player, you have been
Fair.
eliminated.
That left them with the final pick, Dib, whose ramblings about Danny secretly being a ghost have fallen on deaf ears and made him an outcast. Unfortunately for him, this team is still 2 players shy of a full set, so they're down for the count.
GG's.
Player eliminated. 30 players remain.
All along, yeah, Danny Phantom, yeah, he just wins. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like Danny Phantom just killed me. Like Danny's just chilling the whole time.
Game is Mingle. Here are the rules. Players will stand on a rotating platform in the center of a large circular room. At any given moment, a number will be called out, at which point players have 30 seconds to get into groups of said number.
There is 0 shot Patrick gets through this. Unless he really wants to get to the dice game that has the duo. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not trying to pick on Patrick, dog. But there is no... Like, how would SpongeBob trick him to not fuck up on calling a number and then getting into a room? There's no way.
Secure a room for themselves.
Well, no, I guess SpongeBob could hold his hand. Maybe. Actually, this one Patrick might be able to get through.
Any player who does not find a room with the correct number of players will be eliminated.
Composure, balance, and speed are your best friends here. And so too is absolute ruthlessness, so you can secure a spot for yourself in the next round. Dipper and Mabel are surefire.
Yeah, they're fine.
winners.
Yeah. This is a walk in the park for them. This is a walk in the park for Phineas and Ferb. Next.
Each other to rely on, and given how much danger they've
Walk in the park for Huey.
I imagine this game would be too much trouble for them. The same goes for Jenny, by far one of the fastest players left.
Yep,
in the
she
running.
just split
And
blitzes,
remember,
she's
we're talking about
fine.
Heroes today. Some of them would definitely prioritize helping others over saving themselves. Charlie Morningstar is a ray of sunshine from the pits of hell, and she'd do everything possible to make sure all the kids still in the competition would survive. That's what would save Phineas, Ferb, Jimmy, and Lincoln. Plus, it would help Huey and Steven a lot. But there are a few ruthless players left. While Stan
And this is what I was talking about. Yeah, this is one of them games.
You could get slimy.
try and sabotage anyone, he'd definitely make sure he made it through this round. It was one thing when some of his family was in the running, but it's just old Staniel today, and he's got his family, Fish, Gay Alien, and Jeff to get back home to. Unfortunately, determined competitors like Stan are what would knock Rigby out of the running.
Player eliminated.
Stan turned heel and beat the shit out of Rigby on the way to a room? Oh! Oh, shit! Stan beat the shit out of Rigby on the way to a room? Oh, man.
Poor Rigby has been put through the ringer, and while I'll admit he's done a lot better than we expected, his small size and physical weakness would keep him from moving any further. But Mordecai wouldn't just leave him behind, so we think he'd rush to save Rigby only to doom himself in the process.
Holy crap, it's real!
Player eliminated.
Damn.
Hey, at least they died with their best bro right next to him. And in heaven, they won't have to set up the chairs again. Assuming they make it there, I mean. Patrick has severely struggled to understand the severity of these games, so it's nothing short of a miracle that he's made it this far. But this game requires counting, and that's just, it's like rocket science.
Okay, I'm about to say, yeah. SpongeBob has to hold his fucking hand or he's out. Cool.
Patrick.
What kind of place is this?
While SpongeBob would try to go back for him, his teammates would keep him behind so he wouldn't doom both of them and himself. It's time for this star to fly away.
Player eliminated.
On a
Tough.
similar note, Goofy is a bit too,
Goofy.
goofy to make it
No
through this
shot.
round. His clumsimiss would be his downfall.
Player eliminated.
Yeah.
That wouldn't stop Mickey from trying to carry him to safety, but let's just say that wouldn't be too big for him.
Mickey, you actually got Mick. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
Player eliminated.
Damn, Mick.
Jake could dominate this round if he wanted to, but he'd prioritize protecting Finn, even at the cost of his own life, if that's what it took.
Player, you have been eliminated.
But I don't think it would have to take that. Wow. I think Finn and Jake would just win. I don't know. I think Finn and Jake would just do good. Damn. I mean, he would do. You are correct. If for whatever reason Finn couldn't make a room, Jake would die for him. That's a fact. But I don't think it comes to that. I think anyone that fucks with Finn just gets the hands.
We also think Aang would lose this round since, as a pacifist, leaving others behind to die for the sake of
Oh shit, yeah, Aang would sacrifice himself if it came to it.
Himself would really mess with his conscience.
Player eliminated.
Yeah, Aang would sacrifice himself if it came to it, and some niggas need sacrifices to live.
Rounding out the elimination
That's
for
true.
this round, we have Luz.
Player eliminated.
I really hate to eliminate Luz here, but the reason she's eliminated is the same reason I feel so bad about it. Luz is just a complete and total sweetheart, and she wouldn't be able to bring herself to sabotage anyone else's chances of winning.
Yeah, you have to
Just reached the halfway
sabotage a
point,
bit.
which means it's time to recap the surviving contestants. Bugs Bunny,
Like
Apples-
Aang wouldn't be able to, like, basically for Aang, because I know that's gonna be a popular one too. Aang wouldn't be cool knowing that if he goes in this room, you die. Aang would definitely at some point just be like, fuck it.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Danny Fenton, Jimmy Neutron,
Okay.
Jimmy Wakeman, Lincoln Loud, Phineas Ferb, Dipper, Mabel, Kim Possible, Finn, Samurai Jack, Steam Universe, Number One, Hank Hill, Pim, Charlie Doppler, Charlie Morningstar, Stan Smith, Huey Freeman.
22 players remain.
Okay, let's do it.
Congratulations to everyone who made it this far. Now it's time for everyone to get some rest. Lights out.
They will not
Huey good, Stan good, Danny good, Kim good, the rest of you, I ain't gonna lie. Good luck, Charlie.
in fact, be getting some rest. In this season, the players are able to vote on whether or not
Yeah,
they want to continue
this
the game.
ain't gonna end up with this. This ain't gonna end well for a lot of you.
Tensions are high, alliances are straining, and people are this close to snapping. So it's time for a good.
I know it's not that the other people aren't strong. It's just I know who's willing to do it. The rest of you, honestly, you might gotta take Kim out of that. The rest of you, good luck.
This is an unofficial bonus round. Anything goes. Danny is easily surviving this round because, like, he's half ghost. What are they gonna do? Go inside the walls? I wouldn't put it past some of these guys to try, to be fair. Bugs Bunny and Yakko's lack of regard for the laws of their universe is enough to keep them safe from any attackers.
Correct.
Even if they can't rewrite the laws of physics like they can back home, we're sure they'd still have enough tricks up their sleeves to survive. And honestly, are there any attackers in this round? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
there
Bugs-
are. There
Bugs
are
is
players
free.
who could attack, sure. Stan is a trained CIA combatant, Charlie is a half angel, and Jenny has the strength of specifically 1,070 men. Even if those men were all really weak, that's still a lot of strength. But why would any of them attack each other? Sure, Hank and Huey are probably pretty pissed by this point, but they know this game goes deeper than the surface.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for
Wait, Hank might get done dirty for no reason. I actually, hero Hank to live. I can see Hank getting done grimy for no reason. Like Stan and Hank get into an argument about one specific thing, and then Stan kills Hank.
yourself?
And they aren't going to try and kill a guy like Stan, who at the end of the day just wants to get home to his family. Well, it may not be the most restful night. It looks like we don't have any eliminations tonight, which means, though, more carnage for tomorrow.
Good morning, players. 22
Yeah, but that's
players-
fair though. Yeah, if nobody wants to kill and nobody could kill others, yeah, sure.
Remain. What a letdown.
He just said-
It's time for the next game.
Let down.
Marbles. You will play the game of your choice with your partner. The player to take all 10 marbles wins. The loser will be eliminated.
You can play a game of luck or a game of skill. You can play fair or you can play dirty. But one thing's for sure, whoever you're teamed up with,
Do not play Jimmy. Do not play Phineas, especially not Ferb. Do not. Oh God, yeah, no. Don't play Bugs. Bugs is gonna trick you. Stan, you're probably cooked if you play Huey. That's what I was saying though. Jake would cook and or just let Finn win.
in order for you to live. With that, let's look at the teams. Bugs Bunny versus Yakko.
Bugs.
Both of them are used to bending the laws of reality itself to suit whatever situation they've gotten themselves into. However, Bugs has been doing it a lot longer, and he's also an adult, so
Yeah.
it's time for Yakko to say,
No disrespect to Yakko. Literally no disrespect to Yakko. Bugs would hilariously troll the fuck out of you and win.
night, everybody.
Player eliminated.
SpongeBob versus Samurai Jack.
What's the game? Luck, Sponge, Skill, Jack. What's the game?
Jack would team up with SpongeBob because he knows what it's like to suffer an extreme loss. Little did he know that he'd have to face his new buddy in a battle of wits, which Jack could easily win, honestly, but he'd prefer to leave it up to chance rather than feel responsible for someone.
Oh, you lost. You gave it to fate? Oh God. You lost.
His death, including his own. With that said, it's time for Samurai Jack to
Yeah,
lose
you lost.
gracefully.
The second you gave it up to Luckstat, no, you asked for death. No, you lost.
But at least he'll finally be reunited with Ashi. Danny versus Lincoln. While
Don't go for luck.
Danny could use his phantom powers to win easily, he wouldn't do that. I think he learned a very valuable lesson about cheating after the whole evil Danny ordeal. After all, these two would play fair
With a death match, though.
and square in a battle of skill, and given Lincoln's numerous game-related talents, it looks like Danny has lost fair and square.
Player eliminated.
All right, Danny.
Jimmy versus
Now, he wouldn't get shot. He would just fly away. I also disagree with the fact that Danny might just be like, yeah, people are dying. You're losing. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was gonna say Danny wins because he's gonna make the nigga do something stupid and win. I thought that was the script. But yeah, if Danny just randomly, well, not even randomly, it does fit his character a bit. If Danny is like, fuck it, I'm Danny Fenton. Let's have a battle of skill. He loses. Yeah, he ain't winning.
Jenny. Jimmy would absolutely cheat to save his own butt. He's not a bad kid, he's just not so pure that he'd go that far to avoid cheating. He'd be smart enough to choose a game he had a fair
Jimmy.
share at, or even an advantage. And
Yeah,
honestly,
Jimmy.
we think he'd just barely
Jimmy would never leave it to luck. So yeah, Jimmy.
be able to get the upper hand on Jenny.
Player eliminated.
That's tough.
Phineas versus Ferb. Okay.
I think Ferb throws for Phineas.
Okay. It won't hurt any less if we keep putting it off. Neither of these two would be able to kill the other. Battle of skill.
Yeah. Ferb would just throw a game for Phineas. That's the only way. Ferb would just let Phineas win. They stalemate at best slightly and ever so slightly Ferb, but it would be to the point where everyone's mad that their game hasn't ended because they're that stalemating. So Ferb would just let them win.
Or not, but we think Ferb is the more likely to successfully trick his brother into winning, as weird of a sentence as that is.
There we go. Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, there we go. Literally, they would literally stalemate so fucking hard, Ferb would just be like, bro, I can't see Phineas die. I'm out of here.
Dipper versus Mabel. Come on, we all
Dipper laying down for Mabel, ain't it?
know Dipper's done here. Half
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
entire show is him either giving up something he wants
Yeah,
or
Dipper
something
laying
he
down for
thinks
Mabel.
he really wants to make Mabel happy.
Yeah.
Mabel would be willing to do the same, but Dipper is a lot smarter, and we think he's got the upper hand as a result. Just like that,
Yeah.
the pre-Weird Mageddon episode has been dethroned as her worst day ever. Charlie versus Pim.
I don't know,
Charlie might
Ball.
seem like a stoic alpha male on the outside, but he does truly care about his dear friend Pimberly. And of course, this feeling is mutual.
Joker
so
versus
they'd probably
Civilian,
want to leave
Ferb
it to
wins
a
easily.
chance.
Yeah, you
But
ain't watched
Pim is
show.
much too sweet to go through with that, and he'd gladly surrender if the guards allowed Charlie to live on.
Player, you have been eliminated.
Yeah, I don't know Ball Smiling
Charlie
Friends.
Morningstar versus Steven.
I don't know Ball in
Universe.
this show
Well,
either.
This one Charlie got to survive this round. This one shouldn't be a surprise though. There's no way Charlie would kill a kid even if her life depended on it. Like,
I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know Ball.
I love you all.
what are the guards gonna do though?
These same
Is
show
there help?
matchups, that's the point of the game. The point of the marble game in Squid Game, I think this is around the time I stopped watching it, but isn't the point like your best friend or some shit like that? The point of the game is to do it. So that's probably why he's designing it this way.
Buddy, I have a very
Like Patrick was alive, it'd be SpongeBob versus Patrick.
Impossible versus Stan Smith.
Woo! Stan would let Kim win.
Stan is definitely going down.
Time to kick it.
Honestly, Stan's moral compass at some point would hit. Kim would probably remind him of Haley, and he'd let Kim win. Also, Kim could have just also beat him. But yeah, even if you didn't want to say Kim beat Stan, Stan would be like, I can't kill a teenage girl.
Not only would he have some moral conflicts right now, but his intelligence
Yeah.
is a lot less consistent than Kim's. One episode, he's clever as a fox, and the next episode,
Yeah,
he's
high highs,
singing
low
a
lows.
heartfelt
We
ode
talked
to
about
a
this.
donkey and a
Stan has
sombrero.
high highs and
I feel
low
like
lows.
Impossible's been able to get the upper hand on
Stan's
people
moral
a lot
compass,
smarter
yeah, with a family, yeah. For sure.
than Stan.
Player, you have been eliminated.
Number 1 versus Finn.
Woo!
Finn would probably prefer to go out with a game of skill and would likely pitch the coolest game he could think of. Knowing him, he'd probably win because, well, look, the kid's just built different. Number 1, you had a good run.
Player
Yeah, I got Finn.
eliminated.
That's a tough
versus
one.
Huey Freeman. Last
Skill Huey, but Huey might let it go to RNG. But skill Huey would win.
we have the voices of reason. Hank and Huey have forged a legitimate sense of trust by now, and they couldn't betray it this far into the game. Hank's lived a full life, and he'd gladly let Huey walk out of this round alive on the condition that he find Hank's family and let them know what happened to him.
Player eliminated.
Damn, that's real, yeah.
Only 11 players remain, it's time
That's
to move
real.
on to our penultimate game, Glass Stepping Stones. In this game,
Oh, by the way, this video is fire. I'm subscribing to this channel.
Game is to cross a bridge made of 2 rows of glass tile. One type of tile will break, the other will not. Unfortunately for those who picked low numbers, they'll basically be cannon fodder. Having a big ego would be your downfall in this game, since going first makes you less of a competitor and more of a test monkey.
So who's willing to die first? Who's willing to die first and know they would like die if they go first?
Let's see who's still standing for the moment. Bugs Bunny, SpongeBob SquarePants, Danny Fenton, Jimmy Neutron, Phineas, Mabel, Charlie, Steven, Kim Possible, Finn, Huey. Some characters
Yeah, this is the type of game to get people out.
might put too little thought into which number to pick, like the soft-hearted Mabel, the naive Finn, or the little bit of both, SpongeBob.
Players eliminated.
Yeah, unfortunate truths. Unfortunate but true. Unfortunate for true. If those were one of your favorites. If those were one of your favorites, yeah. Any those 3, that's a valid 3 that would just pick a number. I want to go first. Die.
Others still might put too much thought into it. We could definitely see Jimmy, Danny, and Steven overthinking which number to choose and ending up with the last picks as a result.
Players eliminated.
Finally, we have the careful ones who'd pick numbers in the middle. Those guys include Phineas, Huey, and Kim Possible.
Players eliminated.
Damn. So they didn't just go for pure luck. So you kind of need to just have that fuck it ignorance to win this. That's tough.
The final 2 numbers to go are the most unbothered characters left in the running, so this is shaping up to be a really interesting fight.
With that, we've reached our final
That's
2.
crazy.
Congratulations to Bugs.
That's crazy. I see it though. It's just 2 people that just like clear-brained, move forward, do your thing.
Bunny and Charlie Dompler. It's now time for the
Being
final
said, I told y'all Bugs got a shot. If Bugs loses to a nigga I don't know, I can live with that. I told y'all Bugs is my favorite. I told y'all Bugs is my favorite.
Prepare for Squid Game.
Rules. In this game, 2 teams, or more often 2 opponents, must go up against one another with one acting as a defender and the other as an attacker. With the attacker doing everything they can to reach the top of the court or the squid's head and touch it with their foot, with the defender doing whatever they can to stop them. Or at least
I
that's
don't know
how
about
the Squid
Smiling
game is
Friends.
traditionally played. Here, though, it's more of a
It
battle to the
sound
death type of
now
deal.
this
Charlie's been through
game.
some weird stuff in his job, but today, well, I mean, it's probably in like.
I'm gonna be honest. This sounds like Bugs should slam 90% of the people in this game. I don't know nobody's bag though, but this game specifically sounds like it was made for Bugs.
The top 5 at least. It's weird in any case, but Charlie is super durable, so this isn't the curb stomp many cartoon fans might think. Charlie's been captured by witches, had his nose ripped off and been poisoned by a stalker, and lived to tell each of those tales. As annoyed as he is by the craziness of the world around him, he just kinda rolls with the punches, which says a lot about how prepared he is for whatever life has to throw at him. There's also the fact that he literally went to hell in one episode, punched a demon, and was completely unbothered by everything except being tortured by Satan. But Bugs Bunny's just on a whole nother level of cartoonish chicanery.
Yeah,
To say that he always
man.
has tricks up his sleeve is an understatement. But Bugs is the trick up his sleeve.
Yeah,
He can do everything
man.
From pulling a door out of thin air to seemingly stopping time to talk to his audience to defying the laws of nature itself. Bugs could absolutely decimate just about anyone else in today's competition.
Yeah, I don't think
Thing is,
anybody.
usually-
I don't know who beats Bugs in this game. Unless you want to go power scale take and just say Ben 10 with Alien X, or you introduce like, yeah, you literally just, unless you're making a power scale debate, Bugs, this is like the game for Bugs.
He fights against
The
characters
game
who
for him.
are dead set on defeating him no matter what it takes.
SpongeBob.
While he probably has
Bugs
all the
is
cartoonish
tricking the
strength
shit
and
out of
durability, We
SpongeBob.
have to wonder if it really applies outside of his own world. And furthermore, what happens when he meets a guy like Charlie, who's literally just trying to get out of the games so he can go relax and watch TV? We could see Bugs having some tricks up his sleeve, of course, only to be horrified by Charlie being shocked by none of it. The fact is that Charlie is the antithesis of Bugs Bunny. While Bugs is a smooth-talking, reality-warping trickster,
Charlie wouldn't give a
is,
fuck.
He's just a regular guy who wants to live a comfy life, but is surrounded by unspeakable horrors beyond comprehension on a daily basis. So Bugs not only has less reality warping power than usual, but still some. But he's against an opponent who doesn't hold any ill will towards him. It feels wrong. Bugs.
So it's like he's gonna try to do some shit, and then Charlie's just, and then Bugs trying to do some more shit, and Charlie just, I don't know. So y'all gotta let me know if this is right or wrong.
Definitely could win here. It wouldn't even be that difficult, but we don't see him wasting too much time on trying to take down a guy who has no interest in really fighting, especially since, knowing Charlie, he might just straight up ask, Hey, so you could probably survive a gunshot or, I don't know, pull a door out your ass or something. Do you mind if I just take the win here? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have a killer headache and I've got to go home and tell everyone that Pim just freaking died. So, like, not a great day, man. Look, if not, that's cool, but I just had to put it out there, you know?
Thus an unstoppable bunny meets an immovable homunculus. With that, the winner of today's Squid Game is none other than the guy who had my father least interest in being here, Charlie Doppler. Congratulations to Charlie.
Wow. So Charlie just... Wow. So he just chill guys into victory. He just chill guys into victory. I think I don't know if I'm okay with that. I don't know fucking Charlie. It sounds like Bugs would just win more often than not. The question is, would Bugs try to win? I think he would. But I would probably say I have Bugs winning that, but that was a good vid. Either the fuck way. That was a fire fucking video. Apparently, he's hinted at doing multiple of them. He does have an anime one as well for the anime fans out there. But if you guys want to see more of which would win Squid Game, there's an entire channel for it apparently. Take care, stay blessed. You know what I'm saying?